In Planted, each player will collect their favorite plants and then try to feed them every round. Give your plants the right combination of light, water, and plant food to score the most points and win. Players will choose one card to play from their hand, then pass the rest to their neighbor. Most cards let you collect resources to feed your plants. Others are tools that give you special abilities or decorations that score bonus points at the end of the game. When all the cards have been played, the round will end. Now it's time to feed your plants, and hopefully you collected everything you needed. After 4 rounds, the player with the most points from growing their plants is the winner and earns the title, the best player with the green thumb. Place the main board in the middle of the table and give each player a player board. Shuffle the resource cards and place them face down as a draw pile on the indicated space on the main board, and then do the same for the item cards. Shuffle the 6 beginner plant cards together and deal 1 to each player. Players place their plant card face up above their player board. Then shuffle all the plant cards together and place them face down on the indicated space on the main board. Draw 4 cards and place them face up in the indicated spaces next to the draw pile. This is called Nursery Row. Place all the light, water, plant food, green thumb, and growth tokens in supply piles, sorted by type, above the main board. The game is played over 4 rounds. To begin a round, each player draws 6 resource cards and 2 item cards from the draw piles on the main board. These 8 cards are kept secret from other players. Each round consists of 8 turns. Each turn is played by all players simultaneously as follows. Each player chooses 1 card from the hand that they would like to play. They place this card face down below their player board. Place the remaining cards from your hand face down either to your left or right depending on the round. Once all players have done this, everyone will flip their played card face up at the same time and use its action. When you play a resource card, take a resource token from the supply and place it on your board. When you play a decoration card, it does nothing during the game but will score you extra points at the end of the game. When you play a 2 card, that gives you special ability that you will use for the rest of the game. When you play a card, instead of using its action, you can buy a plant. Place this card above your player board alongside the other plant card that was given to you in the beginning of the game. Then a new plant card from the draw pile is placed face up in the vacant space on Nursery Row. If multiple players choose to buy a plant card on the same turn, the player with the lowest number at the bottom of their card chooses first, followed by the next lowest number. After everybody plays their card, they now pick up their neighbor's face down cards alongside their neighbor's board. This will begin the next turn. Turns continue until all cards have been played in the round. It is now time for the players to feed their plants with the resource tokens they have collected. The resources needed to feed their plants is located at the bottom of the plant card. The players will take a growth token and place it on the card, then returning all resources back to the supply. A player may spend 2 green thumb tokens to count as 1 resource. The player may use any leftover resources to feed their propagation jars on their player board to gain growth tokens. Any combination of 2 resource tokens can be used. Each growth token on the propagation jar's space will score 1 point at the end of the game. After all players finish feeding their plants, they discard the cards used back to the corresponding discard piles. Return all unused resource tokens back to the supply. After round 4, the game is now over. Players will now add up all their points that they have collected in the game. Plant cards score points for each growth space covered by growth tokens. Propagation jars score 1 point for each growth token. And decoration cards score points for each card. And that is how you play Planted by Buffalo Games. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed playing Planted.